Frida Kahlo, a famous female artist in history, deviated from the traditional portrayal of female beauty in art. Instead, she chose to paint her own personal experiences. After an accident at the age of 18, Frida became crippled and suffered from chronic back pain for the rest of her life. However, she was able to make a living off of her adversity of creative, original artwork out of her pain. The Mexican Revolution of 1910 created a sense of national pride in many artists, but it also sparked a cultural renaissance. Many artists revived Maya and Aztec culture through large political murals. Yet, Frida came from a different angle, painting small self-portraits that were inspired by daily Mexican folk art. Her work wasn't directly political, but it focused on the idea that personal experiences can be political. Frida Kahlo was a disabled female in a male-dominated environment in post-revolutionary Mexico, known for being a feminist icon that broke all social barriers, producing some of the most haunting and visionary images of the 20th century. Frida pioneered a new fearless form of self-portraiture. Her solo art shows in New York and Paris were both major successes, resulting in art museums such as the Louvre in purchasing her paintings. Her work was a sensation that made the art world, a notoriously men's-only club, pause and see how the female experience had been disregarded. Yet as Frida's career in art took off, at the same time her personal life was falling apart. It was under these circumstances that she produced this stunning painting, The Two Fridas, which to this day is one of Frida Kahlo's most renowned paintings. 10 years previously, she married Diego Rivera, a world-famous fellow Mexican artist. Their dynamic captivated the world and became one of the most talked-about relationships in art history. Despite the love they had for each other, both artists had various affairs. After Rivera had an affair with Frida's sister, they ended up divorcing. Frida was heartbroken, cutting off her hair and abandoning the Mexican-styled clothing that Rivera loved. It was under these circumstances that she painted this painting. Quoting Frida Kahlo herself, the painting showed the Frida that Diego loved and the one he didn't. This double self-portrait shows two identities, a darker-skinned Frida on the right, representing the indigenous Mexican Frida that was loved by her husband, and a lighter-skinned Frida in the Victorian-style dress on the left, representing the Frida after coming back from her life in Europe that Rivera rejected. The Frida in the traditional indigenous Tijuana dress shows the way we most often view her, a cultural symbol for Mexican revolutionaries. By dressing herself this way, Frida sends a clear message about cultural identity, nationalism, and feminism. The heart of the Frida on the left remains intact, being sustained by the small portrait of Diego in her hand. Yet the heart of the Frida on the right has been disconnected from her husband, seen bleeding onto her dress. Both of these hearts are connected by an artery that runs through the painting, and the Frida on the left can be seen trying to prevent the blood from bleeding through a surgical clamp. Yet this doesn't work, and blood seeps down her dress. Although both Fridas are broken and suffering, their hands are together, representing her two identities supporting each other, the weaker heart supporting the stronger one. This painting isn't about the loss of her relationship, but about the duality of her identity.